everybody, and welcome back to the Children's Workshop Beginner Guitar Series, a special 4-week series that I, Mr. Moku, will be teaching so that anybody at home can start to learn how to play the guitar. Now, last week we learned the parts of the guitar, such as the strings, the frets, and the numbers of your fingers, and today I'm actually going to start teaching you how to play chords already. So, we're going to learn to play the key of G today, and let's get started. Now, before we get started, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what is a key when it comes to music? Well, a key that a song is in is basically describing the chords that we're going to be putting into the song in order to make it sound nice. You can think of it as like a hamburger, what goes into a hamburger. Buns, a burger, lettuce, tomato, those kinds of things. Those ingredients go into a burger to make one whole burger. So with music, the different chords that we put into a song create the key that that song is in, and each key has different chords. But you'll see that a lot of these chords are the same from key to key. But for today, we're just going to be learning about the key of G, which include the G chord, the D chord, the E minor chord, and the C chord. So let's get started and learn the G chord. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put finger number 3 on the low E string of the 3rd fret. Okay, so as we know, finger number 3 is 1, 2, 3. Your middle finger, the 3rd fret, is 1, 2, 3 right here. And then the low E string is the string closest to my face, this one right here. So we put all of that together, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and that is where we're going to put our finger. So you notice that I am just plucking the low E string right now so that you can hear. Yeah, this is without it, and this is with it. Okay, so you're going to have to push kind of hard because a lot of us don't have what are called calluses on our fingers. It might hurt for a few days or weeks while you're practicing to learn how to play the guitar because our fingers aren't used to it, but you need these calluses on the tips of your fingers in order to harden and make it a little bit easier for you to play these chords. Okay, so if it hurts, don't worry. Just keep practicing and putting your fingers on the strings, and over time, you'll develop calluses on your fingertips. So, again, let's go back to this G chord. We're going to put finger number 3 on the 3rd fret on the low E string. Okay, that is the first step. The next finger that we're going to do is finger number 2 on the 2nd fret of the A string. The A string is right below the low E, so right below. So you have your middle finger on that top string on the 3rd fret, and then you have your first finger, your pointer finger, on the 2nd fret on the string, right below it. Okay, if you can see that. Now, this last part might be a little bit harder for smaller hands, but I guarantee you can do it. Just practice stretching your fingers and stretching out so that you can get it. Okay, so the last finger you're going to put is finger number 4, your ring finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the high E string, which is the string all the way down here at the bottom on the 3rd fret. So just like finger number 3, finger number 4 will be down here on the low E string on the same fret as finger number 3. And then you put finger number 1, your pointer finger, on the 2nd fret of the A string, and you push and you strum all the strings together, and that's a G chord. Okay, I promise this will be the hardest chord that we'll learn today just because it's a weird shape for our fingers to have to make. Okay, but that is our G chord, and you strum it. That's what it should sound like. And don't worry if you don't get this one immediately. Just keep practicing and doing finger stretches and all of that. Okay, so that's the G chord. Let's move on to the D chord. Okay, so the D chord, okay, we will start again with finger number 3, and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the low E. Okay, so finger 3, 2nd fret, high E string. I'm sorry, the high E string right here. Okay, next you'll take finger number 1, your pointer finger, 2nd fret once again, but this time we're going to put it on the G string right here. Okay, so the G string is the 4th one down from your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're putting our pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Okay, so along with our 3rd finger, our middle finger, on the same fret on the high E string, we have that. And then the last finger we have is finger number 4, our ring finger, and we're going to put it on the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay, so finger 4, 3rd fret right here on the B string. The B string is right here, the 5th one down from your face, okay? So all together, we have the middle finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret, the pointer finger on the G string of the 2nd fret, and then your ring finger on the B string of the 3rd fret, okay? Now for this chord, when you strum, you don't strum these 2 strings closest to your face. So you do not strum strings E and string A. You just strum the rest of them. These 4 strings right here, that is a D chord, okay? Because if you strum these 2 strings closest to your face, it sounds like, yeah, it doesn't really sound that amazing, yeah? So you just strum strings D, G, B, and high E, and that is your D chord. Now let's move on to the E minor chord. Okay, so the E minor chord is probably the easiest chord that we're going to be learning today, okay? So the way that you do E minor is you take finger 3, okay, your middle finger, and put it right here on the 2nd fret of the A string, okay? So the 2nd one down from your face. Next, you take finger number 1, your pointer finger, put it on the same fret, fret 2, and then you put it on the string right below where your middle finger is. So that is string D, okay? And guess what? That's it. Just those 2 fingers right here on strings A and D on the 2nd fret, and you can strum every single string in this chord. Okay, so that is E minor. Okay, so the C chord is a little difficult like the G chord because you have to make your hands into a weird stretchy shape. But in my opinion, it's not as hard as the G chord. You might find that C is hard, but let's just learn it and you'll practice, and no matter what, you're gonna get it. Okay, so finger number 1 on fret number 1 on the B string. So the B string is the 5th string away from your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this one right here. Okay, next you'll take finger number 2, your middle finger, and you're going to put it on the D string of the 2nd fret. So the D string is the 3rd string down from your face. So 1, 2, 3, that is where our middle finger goes, and then we have our pointer finger down here. And then lastly, you take your finger number 4, and then you put it on the A string of the 3rd fret. So that's the 2nd one from your face. So 1, 2, right here. So C chord is ring finger on the A string of the 3rd fret. Then you have your middle finger on the D string of the 2nd fret. And then you have your pointer finger on the B string of the 1st fret. Okay? Now for this chord, again, you don't strum every single string like you do with E minor and G. For the C chord, you just strum these 5. You do not strum the string that is on the top. You leave that one out because it sounds like, yeah, it sounds okay, but it's not as beautiful as it can be. So you just strum strings A, D, G, B, and high E. That is your C chord. Now, we're going to put all 4 chords together, and we're going to learn how to strum at the same time, okay? Because playing guitar involves both of your hands, it may take a little bit of practice getting both hands used to doing things. Now, for your hand that is not making the chords, okay, in my case, my right hand, since I'm right-handed, I'll just strum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want because transitioning from the chords will take a little bit of practice, okay? But for now, we're just gonna strum in counts of 4, okay? So try it with me, we'll go very slow, okay? So 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. and that is the key of G. Now, it may take a little bit of practice strumming and switching and all of that, okay? I've been playing for a long time, so I can switch pretty quickly. Yeah, but since you guys are just starting, it's totally fine if you have to strum and then set all your fingers up and make sure they're all correct. Strum again. Strum after you set this one up. And then set that last chord up. Okay, and you don't have to play fast, you don't have to play super quick or anything like that. For now, just practice with your fingers so that they stretch out, getting those calluses on your fingers, and strumming and learning how to do At the end of our session, after we've learned a few keys, I'll give you guys some suggestions for songs that you can easily play with these chord progressions. I made sure to choose chord progressions that a lot of songs are written in because it's pretty easy to play and a lot of people have an easy time playing and singing in those chord progressions. But for now, just practice, practice, practice. Alright, my guitarists, good job today learning your first few chords. Again, it might take some practice to get used to all of those movements and making sure your fingers are tough enough to handle these strings. But just know that it took me a very long time to learn and you guys have all the time in the world. Next week, we're going to be learning another chord progression. So over the next week, practice the key of G so that we can be ready for a brand new chord progression next week. I'll see you next week, guitarists.